going, people? It's your boy Chubbie, baby, and this A&R Live. And today I got my beautiful sisters from the Midwest, Shelby and Chrissy. You know what I mean? They're my special guests. Have a special show for y'all, and we're going to get into it. So, Chrissy, tell them where you from.
I'm from Detroit.
Okay.
I have been in Atlanta for going on, 8 years. We are cousins, both from Detroit. Something about a Sag coming soon.
Absolutely. And I am Shelby, also too from Detroit. I've been in Atlanta for 13 years. I'm a hairstylist here in Atlanta and also a part of something about a Sag. Yeah, come get your hair done.
Come get that hair did.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And don't ask for discounts.
I don't do those.
So what made y'all want to just come move to Atlanta?
So
you want the honest answer?
Yeah, the honest answer. So I actually moved.
Was y'all trying to come up?
No.
I actually dropped out of college because I was wanted to do hair. So I dropped out of college, came here for beauty school, and I kind of been up since. So I came, but I am actually doing beauty school again. But we'll get into that.
All right, can I ask y'all one question? How many bullshit ass niggas y'all done met since y'all been in Atlanta?
I'm ready to tell my story.
From Atlanta, 3. Meeting here, 3. Yeah. In Atlanta, 3.
3 motherfuckers. If they was on the floor and they needed help to get up, would you help them up?
No.
If they were on fire, I wouldn't spit.
Oh my God.
No.
Yeah, hey fellas, it's 10
do
to
better.
1. It's 25 to 1 out here. You gotta understand. So if you in that 25 bundle, you gotta perform at your best at all times. Because if not, when he leave out that door, he's going to Magic City or to the club, and he gonna get some more love.
Or they have blue flames for sure.
Or the flames and the wings is popping.
Absolutely. Shout out to Kel's Kitchen.
Right. So what y'all think is going on right now in with the music? First of all, hold on. So this is my first time really interacting with you, Shelby. Yeah. But and I remember when she told me you was gonna move down here. But we got history. Mm-hmm. She came to me, she wanted to be an artist. You know what I mean? She had some bars, man. So I thought she was rapping like Lady London before Lady London.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I was,
Yeah, but she also, I couldn't overlook the fact that she had an A&R ear because she would send me artists all the time, and these niggas would pop off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, man. So she was tapped in with the Detroit artists before the Detroit artists really even popped off.
Right.
You know what I mean? Is that correct?
Very much so.
Yeah, and I slipped up. I ain't gonna lie. So
he would take my phone off the aux.
Yeah. All those people are popping right now.
So I feel like I owe Chrissy, this setting to initiate her and tell the world while she's on the show. Today you are officially an A&R.
Thank you. She gets her badge today.
Yeah, and I will mentor you to becoming one of the best A&Rs there will be in the game.
I'm speaking that into existence for her. I
because
like that.
Not for nothing, you gotta have a little bit of wit with this and love and understand what you're listening to. And Chrissy showed me that a lot of times with these artists, and I overlooked it, and when the artists popped off, I said, damn. Like she talking about Babyface Ray before I even knew Babyface Ray was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I gotta give her that platform, and so don't get big headed now. Everybody gonna be blowing you.
Oh, it's over.
For your A&R.
Look,
I'm creating a booking link right now.
There we have this right in your bio.
It's over.
Add it to the list.
And for you, we don't know what you're doing yet. You on probation.
No, I'm pretty good. So I have an old school ear though.
Okay.
When I say old school, when I turn my playlist on, I might put a loose end song on and just let it shuffle.
Yeah.
Or I'll do Anita Baker, let it shuffle. Denise Williams, let it shuffle. Marvin Gaye, let it shuffle.
Oh, I love Marvin
I'm
Gaye.
old.
Yeah.
A little bit. A lot of it though. I'm old.
I'm old for real.
No, you're not
that old.
I just told y'all about that, and then we was in the lounge, y'all. Come on now.
You not that old though.
You know what I mean?
Just a little less young.
So now, today we bringing on this guest. This is the director cut. She's called Des Gray. She's doing all the videos to all the new artists and a lot of established artists too. But she's on fire. So I want to give people another look on the other side of it. They see it on the artist side, see it on the A&R side. But now we're going to give it to them from the director side. You know.
I'm
Absolutely.
excited.
I love it.
So she's about to come on. We're waiting for her now, and she'll sit right next to you, Shelby. So, you know.
She got a new film, and I'm excited to hear about it.
Yeah, we're gonna check her film out too. So that's gonna be good, man. So what y'all think about what's going on in hip hop right now, man? Are y'all
Man,
fucking
Drake versus everybody?
I mean, what y'all think about that?
I don't know.
I think they're bullying him.
I can't. I really don't speak on stuff that go on new in like the music industry because I go to her for all like the updates. I don't know nothing new about the music industry. If it's a new song, she
Why you
said
think they bullying her?
Because, like, why is it 20 people versus him?
But I do think he's the problem, though.
No,
But
he's not.
I would
Let's
agree
start
that he's
there.
the
He's
problem.
not.
No, if everybody's against you, something.
It's them.
Well, I'm not gonna say that because everybody was against Jesus and he still turned out to be like the person. But Drake is different. He's not the Messiah. So sorry.
Damn, what did Drake do to you?
Right.
Nothing. He just.
I love Drake, man. That's
Drake's
my man.
cool.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
He not getting bullied though.
I feel like he's getting bullied. Well, I mean, he is the
something.
bully at this point.
Well, you know, I just look at it like it's hip hop, man. As long as nobody hurt each other, it's competitive. You know, keep it on wax. Don't hurt nobody, because I love both sides. You know what I mean? Both my brothers. I don't really know all those guys like that. I do know them, but they ain't close to me like that. But you know, I just want to see a good showdown. You know what I mean?
I don't want them.
You know,
to
like
be,
Nas and Jay-Z, they went at it.
Yeah, I like stuff like that.
You know
But
what I
they
mean? Like-
rekindled. You know what I'm saying?
That
So it's like
makes
if
it
you're gonna
exciting.
do all of this, just get back together and make like a really nice
Exactly.
track about
Well,
it.
that'll happen years from now. Right
Yeah, 'cause
now,
I
we're
don't
in the
wanna- 'cause
midst
I don't
of
want to
it.
be being biased and be on the side like, oh, you took a side, and later on everybody's back cool and like, oh, you was on some bullshit when that shit was going on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's not my style. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
love everybody. So
Yeah.
for hip hop's sake, man, good battles is nothing wrong with that. That's what I just think. You know. What you think about J. Cole apologizing?
I
to
didn't
Kendrick?
like that.
I feel like that was coming from like a humble place.
So you fuck with that?
I'm okay with it. Yeah, I think that was cool. Like, cause he fuck with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
So
he dropped.
somebody piss in your backyard and they come and knock on your door and tell you, I just pissed in your backyard. But I'm sorry.
So I've been praying for this. I have like a very forgiving spirit.
I mean, actually, they did that. What'd you
Extremely.
say?
She's a
benefit
Next
of the
time,
doubt.
just aim somewhere else. Just don't do it over here. You know?
They get a pass? So you let somebody piss in your backyard one time?
Is my grass good? Like, how do my backyard look? I need to set in. Like, is it? I got a good backyard and they piss.
I got one more for you.
Okay.
Just what if you sitting at the light in your car and you playing your slow jams and a dude is honking at you trying to get your attention, right? But you ignore him in the first light, so you get to the next light, he pull up, but you don't know that he get out of the car and he licks your window.
What?
I'm at that point. I'm like, I'm calling 911. Cause why the fuck would you do that?
Oh, you a snitch? Then you calling the cops?
Listen, I'm that or shooting. I don't want to shoot the man for licking my window, but yeah, like, why would you do that? It's disgusting. Don't ever pull up and lick my
So
window.
you rather call 911?
Yes, I'm
calling.
calling. Yeah, I'm
Shoot
doing
that
that.
motherfucker, man.
For licking the window, that's
Shooting
crazy.
him is crazy.
Yeah, shooting is crazy.
somebody is crazy.
And I just want to do that.
A motherfucker whole tongue licking your window, you just looking at it 3D.
You know what? I got a
still in
better
the
one.
car,
I'll
you can drive
probably
away.
roll the window down and like get his tongue like stuck in like the little slot part or like the window. I'll do that first, and then if then I'll drive off a bit because he's stuck and like drag him.
So I got one for you.
I would drive off.
So this is the segment we call What Would You Do? So what would you do, right? If you in the mall and a dude walk up and just smack you in the back of your ass, like, damn, your ass fat. What you gonna say?
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Then he gonna let him get it off like that?
No, I'm not. I would probably.
Fucking scream.
That should turn you on or something?
No.
A stranger?
I would probably be a little offended, and I would probably
You
like.
wanna say nothing to him?
You know I would say something
What
to
you
him.
say?
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Before or after slapping the fuck out of him.
So you gonna get violent?
I'm gonna get domestic. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But that's kind of a
I'm
reaction though.
trying not to anymore.
So y'all know, if y'all see Chrissy out there, y'all smack her ass. She
That's
smacking
not
the shit
okay.
out you.
Personal space
She's
boundaries.
smacking the shit out you, okay?
Absolutely.
Never.
Shelby calling the police.
Oh, it's like choose and pick your battles. Either I call the people on you and I just threaten with that, or I shoot you.
So what do? Let me ask you something. What do women look for in men? What's the standards now in 2024?
I mean, men are so sassy. It's hard to even say.
With social media going on and all the Instagram shit, like, do you get jealous if you in the house with your man and he's strolling up and it's just all women?
I don't want my man to have social media.
So he can't have no Instagram? That mean you're insecure.
I don't even want him to have a phone.
So if you don't care where he at?
I do. I want him to just be right here
Oh, in your purse.
in my pocket.
But honestly, answer that question. What do you do?
To be honest,
I mean, I don't mind that, because once I get in my relationship, I'm gonna be secure with the fact that my man knows like what he has, and he don't want to do anything to jeopardize losing me, because I'm that person.
Yeah.
So you can look. That's what Instagram is for. It's kind of like, it's not even real for real. So just
like a
you
scrapbook.
can look. That's fine. You're never gonna get to them because you don't want that, because you got.
That's not true.
It's very true. I believe my man ain't gonna do that.
Listen, my DMs, men be looking and they'll attack. And they'll be married in relationship. Who cares? Like, that don't mean nothing.
So
I'm just claiming that the good Lord got somebody real great for me. So no.
I'm telling you, he don't have social media.
So quick question. Who cooks out of y'all two?
Me.
I cook too.
I cook more though.
Who's the better cook?
Me.
So you don't know how to cook. So how
She
you
can cook, but I'm the better cook though.
You sure?
Yeah, she can cook though, but like when we say better, like when I say
prefer
better,
to Uber Eats.
Yeah. And I make like bigger portions and stuff, and I make like main dishes.
Mm-hmm.
So living together, like y'all don't never get into arguments?
We don't live together.
Oh, y'all don't live with each other?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you moved down here and moved with her. So y'all both got two separate places. Yeah. Y'all live with your mans.
No, I live with my child. With my child. I'm single.
So you still single, ready to mingle?
I'm single. I'm not mingling right now though. I'm in church.
I'm in my Bible.
So you know what that means, right? That means
in my bag and Bible.
Shelby has had a fucked up relationship and she's talking to God.
No, listen, I've been single now for over a year, and that's like big for me.
That's very big.
That's big for me.
Single in Atlanta is regular.
Huh?
Nah, not for. I've been here 13 years single in Atlanta.
I don't know anyone single in Atlanta.
No, and also too, like, I don't be getting like dudes in Atlanta. I normally date out of state.
Oh, you like out of town niggas?
I date out of state.
Oh, so you let out of town nigga he got the girl and wherever he live at, and he got you out of town.
See, I don't think like that. You're not even gonna put that in the back of my mind.
That's low
that ain't
vibration.
For me. Very low vibrational. Very low vibrational.
But that's how it go.
That's real though.
And you do that because you really don't want. That's a half and half. The 50-50 boyfriend.
But I mean, but see too, like at the time that where I was dating out of state, I didn't want that full like responsibility of a relationship. So
exactly, that's why you said,
that's cool.
I'm out of town because he can't really fuck with you every day.
Because I like my space, like ultimately, so it's fine. Like so, it was by choice. It ain't like damn, like he's out of town.
So basically, some women that's single, they're selfish.
Where did that come from?
No, I wouldn't say that. Why do we hook single and selfish? Like, why do we hook that together?
Because if you don't want to be in a relationship with somebody, that means, but you want the perks of the relationship, that means you being selfish.
No, not necessarily. Because sometimes if I'm single, I'm doing that for me. Because I would be selfish. Because knowing in my mind that I like my space, I'm selfish being with you, and you think that I'm going to be with you all the time, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing selective. You a favor. Yeah, so I'm selective. So I'm not being selfish.
Yeah, no.
So can I ask both of y'all one personal question?
Yes.
You can ask her.
What is it?
Have you ever dated anybody famous?
Have I ever dated anyone famous?
Yeah.
No.
Would you?
Would I date someone famous? Yeah. No, I never really thought about it. Yeah, I would. I'd have thought about it. I just lied on camera.
So shoot your shot right now. Who is it?
No. That just made me hot.
They gonna see it. So shoot your shot. Who out there that if you had a shot at a hot young man that you ready to rock his world, who would it be?
That's crazy because my crush my whole life has always been like. Am I going to say that?
No. Who is it?
I'm not going. Who is it?
Say it.
Fab. I'ma just
Oh,
say
man,
that.
Spence. Oh, my boy Spence. I gotta call my man Fab after the show. Fab, you got a special request, my brother. Oh my God, you know that's my brother, man. FABOLOUS.
Yo,
Okay.
crazy. Yeah, even when your truth was chipped, it was something.
Hey, this is the highlight of the show. That was it. Now, for you.
What was the question again?
If you could date somebody famous, that you had a crush on,
I would never date anyone famous.
Who you had a crush on coming up as a young teenager? Who you had on your wall? Who you sung to? They get quiet when you hit that.
She thinking like,
I don't want
I'm gonna tell you my crush too.
Who was your crush?
I asked you first.
Okay.
just say it.
Tell the truth. The truth will set you free.
Absolutely, it's okay.
Drum roll, please.
It's okay, man. Man, listen, man. The pastor's right there. Look, you see, you got listen. The
Barack
pastor's right
Obama.
there. Look at him and tell
What?
him, amen.
Yeah.
So you want to fuck the president?
See, that's exactly why I didn't say it.
no,
That's exactly why.
is crazy.
Because that's who I would want to be with.
You want to fuck? Yeah. You said Obama.
That's crazy.
That's the president. You trying to get high ring dick.
So what?
But see, I
didn't
didn't.
even pay that good.
But he's like a man of power.
He got the power though. You don't need the money.
I like that.
Okay, I'm not gonna get in that conversation.
I like that a lot.
Damn.
The next one will be Tony Soprano. He's not real.
Oh yeah, you know some mob shit.
Yeah, that's what I would like.
You
And he's a Leo too.
Yeah.
And his wife was a Sag.
Well, you know Jake is in the other room right there. You know that, right? That's Tony Soprano's son.
The resemblance, I see it.
Yeah, I do see it.
I see
When
it.
I squint, I barely could tell the difference.
So you know who my crush used to be when I was a kid?
I'm dying to
Halle
know. He not that old.
Not Halle Berry. I like Halle Berry though, but you know.
Faith Evans.
No, hell no.
Hell no.
Vanity.
Vanity? Your
Remember,
age is showing.
from the movie from Bruce Leroy. You got that glow. Remember that, y'all? Yeah, Vanity, man. She was bad.
Yo, that's crazy.
I used to love watching her I used to be like this. I love her. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, Vanity. Gotta look her up.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then I like Janet Jackson.
Mm-hmm. You like Control, Janet Jackson?
Yeah, back then.
Control, that one. Yeah. With the like key on the earring.
Yeah.
That one. Mm-hmm. With the cap and the curly hair.
That was it, man. It's cool to have a crush, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let it out. That's what we're gonna do in our segment. You know.
We're gonna have a relationship segment.
No, it's just about stuff that you know, who'd you like? You had a crush. Have you ever been to a hotel or to a private house, and when you pulled up, there was a big black security guard there with a form that said, "Sign this and leave your phone in the bucket."
No.
You ever did one of those before?
Never.
Have you never signed the NDA before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so that means you've been in places where you wasn't supposed to be, but where you're supposed to be.
Yo, that's crazy.
No.
You was in the place, we call that, you was in the place where you wasn't supposed to be, but you was close to me.
Hey.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
But no.
Yeah.
I wasn't because of where I was at. It was just a situation.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you fall into
You know what I'm
that
saying?
kind of situation. Like, you know, you hanging out with your girl, you gonna kick it with my homeboys, and you like, girl, I really want to go home. But you end up going with your friend, and then you end up ending up at the rapper's house.
The rapper's house, not me.
Or the basketball player's house, or the football player. We down south, a lot of football players, they spend more money than everybody because nobody knowing what them fucking helmets on.
That's
right?
crazy.
You think so? No, I don't think that's true.
the fucking truth.
I think the football
Yeah.
players are the cheapest.
Oh, so she knows.
They are.
Chrissy letting you
Their
know.
money's not guaranteed.
Step your shit up, man.
That's
Because
crazy.
she really know more about basketball. We were just watching the game.
Parlay Princess right here.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Parlay Princess.
The gathering
Hey,
guys.
if you want to put your bets in, hit Chrissy on the DM.
Yep, she'll
got
send you her link. She will send her. She's the gambler goddess.
So the female Mount Rushmore. Who is it? Who's your top 4?
Nikki is number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, number 3, and number 4.
Damn. Nikki is all 4 has?
Yes.
What about you?
First of all, no.
Oh my God.
Beyonce.
Huh?
Beyonce. We love Beyonce.
Yeah, we do.
Who else do I like? Lil' Kim.
Okay.
For sure. Trina. How could I forget about my girl? And Eve.
Okay.
That's mine.
That's a nice 4.
That's a nice lineup.
Nikki's better.
Man, give me 3 more.
Okay, if I had to pick, okay, Beyonce is definitely up there.
Is she 1 or 2?
I guess she would be 2, of course. Why would
Nicki
she would
Minaj
never
is
be
one.
number 1? Nikki's number 1.
Okay.
Number 3, Trina. And number 4, last but not least, Janet Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nice 4.
Yeah.
So,
And that's if I had to pick.
Because if you didn't, it's just
Nikki, period.
Yeah.
She checks all the boxes.
So, have you ever been on a shopping spree with a guy on a first date you met him? Has he ever impressed you? Has he got the pennies wet by dropping the bag or no?
No. I've never been impressed by a man financially.
That's a fucking lie.
I swear I haven't. There's niggas with money everywhere.
Right. I mean,
Everywhere.
That's true, but who's dropping the bag on you? Have you ever had the bag dropped on you?
Yeah.
And did you give the drawers up when you got back to the room?
No.
Okay. What about you?
Did not give the drawers up. No.
You made him wait before the trip. I mean,
the bag was dropped on me before I met the man.
So how do girls always want to tell you when a nigga dropped the bag, but they don't want to see when they drop the drawers?
So I mean, it eventually, but it did not happen again. Like I said, after that, because again, the bag was dropped before I met the man.
Because you never want it to be like, oh, he's paying for pussy. Like,
yeah, like you're not doing
You
that.
don't want
like
that's not.
the man
that's
had
not
never
it.
met.
However,
Hey, no matter how you look at it, you pay for pussy every day, even if it's your wife.
the one you wear very soon. Yeah,
Everything costs.
Your wife costs. If you got a girl on the side, she costs. If you got anything besides that, you're paying for pussy.
Yeah, you gotta
Cause
pay.
you ain't paying for nothing, you ain't getting nothing.
I mean, but that's absolutely true. I just hate how we have to tie with the paying for the vagina. Like, I hate how we gotta like say that. But it is. But that's the thing. Like, men are naturally providers. So it's like if you want to come into my life and be that provider,
you have to be alleviating.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. And you
that.
have to, like, that's the thing. Like, women has to have something to submit to.
Right.
So I want to have to drop my drawers to something. You know what I'm saying? And if it's just gonna happen to be something that you do financially, if that's how I'm feeling at that moment, that's just what goes down. But we not gonna say paying for vagina though. We not saying that.
So there you have it, man. This is Chubbie Baby, Shelby, Chrissy, my Midwest sisters. They came by and assist me at the show. But we about to get into another segment on RLive with Des Gray. Stay tuned.
Hey, what's up? This your girl Des Gray, and we are at RLive with my brother, Chubbie Baby, the only baby. Hey, you. Listen, are you a creator? Because I am one too. So listen, don't give up. You know why? Look at me. I didn't give up. Because if I would have gave up, I would have been here talking to you. So why would you give up? It don't make any sense, right? Exactly. So we're not going to give up. So look. Being a director is not going to be easy. You're going to have days you're going to want to give up. You're going to have days you're not going to want to do anything. You're going to have days where you're going to feel like, man, this is not going to be playing out for me. Like, why am I letting these people take advantage of me? Why am I not making no money? Why can't I pay my phone bill? Why am I broke? Why can't I put gas in my car? Why? All these questions, why? But guess what? You have to keep going. Because when you keep going, all these why questions, you're going to have the answer. So going back, I'm a creator, and you a creator. What we're not going to do is give up. Say it again. We're not giving up, so we're going to keep going.
What's going on, people? It's your boy, Chubbie Baby. And it's exclusive. I got my family here with me today, and we got the wonderful Des Gray in the building. How you doing, Des?
Hey, what's up? Thank you so much for having me.
You look amazing, man.
Thank you.
You're glowing. You got
Thank
that
you.
glow.
Thank you.
So what's going on with you, man? Tell the people. I want the people to know, where you from. They want to know where Des Gray is from and how you got to Atlanta.
Okay. You know what? It's so crazy that you said that because people ask me all the time like where I'm from.
Yeah.
And when I tell them like I'm from Miami,
Yeah.
they be like, "You from Miami?" But I'm originally from Haiti though.
Right.
So I always gotta represent where I'm really
That's
from.
right.
So like I'm from Haiti.
Sure.
So I'm from Haiti, moved from Miami, now I'm in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know, hanging out with Shelby Baby, my brother. But no, I'm a director. You know, I've been doing this for a while. I remember when I first moved to Atlanta, Georgia, and you was the first person to basically came into my life and give me a shot, you know?
That's right.
And I remember sitting down with you and your wife at this restaurant.
Yeah.
And you was just giving me game, you know, and I had just moved here, and I appreciate that.
Nah, come
You
on
know,
for sure, man.
appreciate
Each one
that.
teach one, man.
Yeah, so I appreciate that.
When you see talented people and they got a vision, you know, you gotta get them the game, man. You gotta let them know, you know, that you're serious about them too, because you know, people know who's serious about them. You know, coming up, you know, I always wanted people to know, hear me. I want y'all to feel me, right? You know, and whoever didn't, you know, they became my competition. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I roll over you if you ain't believe in me. So I believe in people when I speak to them. I just felt your passion, and I was just like, man, you dope, man. Just to see what you're doing, you know, now proves what when we sat down and we had and we ate, and you was telling me what you're gonna do. You're actually doing it. So you know, you gotta thank God for one. You know what I mean? Can't do nothing without him
At all.
You know what I'm saying? And your talents and your and that wittiness that you got in you. The wittiness is what got you where you at. That your first video that you directed on your own, what was it?
Wow. The first video I directed on my own. You know what's crazy? The first video I directed on my own was for Block 125.
That's crazy. Shot the block, man. That's wild.
Yeah, it was Block 125, and he actually was the one that gave me a shot as a director. He was like, man, Des, I see you be producing everybody videos, and I be watching you, how you be like whispering in the director's ear. You just need to direct my video.
Yeah.
And I was like, for real? He was like, yeah, just do it. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I did go to school for it, but I'm gonna just do it.
Wow.
And then he just gave me the money, and I just directed him a video, and then he was like, "You good at it? Like, keep doing it."
Yeah.
And I just kept doing it.
That's amazing, man. Like, you know, Block gave a lot of people shots. People don't realize that. And I'm being honest, when I first moved to Atlanta, Block 125 was my first neighbor.
For real?
Yeah, my kids and his kids still hang out to this day.
Wow.
They still best friends to this day.
Wow.
His daughter and my daughter hang out every day. You know what I mean? So, you know, like Block.
Shout out to him. Shout out to him, though. That's
family,
one
man.
person. Every time he called me, I'm always answer the phone because it's like he gave me my first shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he took a shot. He took a chance on me.
So what was like the first video? What was the biggest video like that you was nervous about?
Wow, you know, it's so crazy again. It's like my life. When I be looking at my life, I feel like, man, everything's just like, wow. So a video I shot that really like showed me that I could really do this is when I shot Little Donald video, Do Better.
Yeah.
The video got like 100 million views.
Yeah, that video did, yeah. That was a big video.
It was a big video, and I remember like when Lil Donald like hit me up and he was like, "Des, I want you to direct this video for me," and then he sent me the song. I was like, "This is a dope record. This is a hot record." And he was like, "Yeah, I know, and you gonna make this video be dope." And I was like, I'm gonna hit you right back. I wasn't confident then, you know. I had low self-esteem, so when I listened to it, it was like something in my spirit came to me, and it's like God was talking to me. God was like, "Just do it."
Yeah.
Like, just do it. Your vision is going to be, like, the biggest vision.
Right.
So I was like, all right, cool. So then I called Lil Don. I said, yo, I'm about to do you a video. It's going to be so dope. You're going to win you a platinum plaque, independent. He's like, all right. So he's like, now, like, his record is platinum. He be like, Des, you told me it was going to be platinum. You know, and it is.
Told it into existence.
Yeah, so he gave me the plaque. He was like, wow. He was like, your video made the song blow up. I was like, I told you it was going to happen because God said it. You know, so, but one of the things,
crazy.
I'm going to tell you something, Chubbie, like, I'm going to tell you guys something so amazing about God. You know, one of the things, like, through my whole journey, the only person that always, like, never disappointed me, never let me down was God.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, no matter, like, what I was going through, like, no matter, like, how bad things was, like, no matter, like, how things just didn't work out for me,
Yeah.
like, God always showed me it's going to always work out for me.
Always.
Always.
It's they do the
Yeah,
work. you
always
do the
work out.
rest.
That's right.
For sure.
Yeah, so
Amen. Amen.
and
to
that's
that.
what kept me
Yes.
going, and that's what continued to keep me going. So I'm very grateful.
I love that for you.
What made you decide to come to Atlanta? You could have picked LA, you could have picked New York, but you chose Atlanta.
I'm about to tell you another crazy story.
Love the crazy
How
stuff.
I ended up in Atlanta is because of Akon.
Get out of here.
No lie. So I was at a award. Akon is like my brother.
Yeah.
And it's so weird how I
That's
know
my
Akon
brother,
and
yeah.
all his siblings at
Yeah.
different times.
Yeah.
So when I went to when Akon had a party one time and I came and all his siblings was like, Daz, and he was like, you know all my family. I was like, I know, but not through you. And he was
Right.
like, that is crazy. So how I ended up in Atlanta is because of him.
Yeah.
So I was like doing production assistant for BET.
Yeah.
When I first started off, like after college and things like that. And I remember Akon had come to the show really late. We had did the hip hop awards when they used to do it at that
Yes.
center.
Yeah.
And he was like so late that they wouldn't let him in the room.
Yeah.
You know me, I go against all rules. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you snuck him in.
I'm gonna get you in there.
Yeah.
And so then I got him in there and I just got everybody in there that was
Yeah.
with him. And he was like, yo, you bold. And they was doing taping. And ever since then, like we exchanged numbers. And
Yeah.
then like I remember like I came to Atlanta, he invited me to Atlanta, was hanging out. He was like, what do you do? And I was telling him, he was like, I love hanging out with you. And like,
Yeah.
I would just come to Atlanta and hang out with
Yeah,
him.
Akon's a very
Yeah,
good
and
guy.
then when I told him that I wanted to do this, he introduced me to this other director named Pat, and he was like, "Hey, my sister want to do production, so let her work with you."
Yeah.
And then I just started like coming to Atlanta, hanging out with Akon, and then
Yeah.
I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And then I ended up meeting somebody that introduced me to cricket.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
they introduced me to cricket, and then I started hanging out with cricket. It just how everything was just happening. It was just like in God's plan.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
it was just in God's plan.
Cricket helped a lot of people, man.
Yeah, I appreciate cricket. Like
Yeah.
I appreciate cricket because I've learned a lot from cricket through my my journey. Like he was like a big brother to me. Like he's still a big brother to me. You know,
Yeah.
he's my family. So it's like with cricket, I appreciate him because he's a visionary.
Yeah.
He was a person that taught me like what a visionary was.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, and he also taught me what a risk taker was too, because he's
That's right.
a risk taker as a man. So like I appreciate him so much because it's like every lessons of my life, I always take out the good, you know.
Yeah.
And then like what
Exactly.
what message I was supposed to learn from that and what I've gained, and then like those the moments that I always cherish from
That's right.
everybody.
Yeah, man. You know, cause what you learn from people, you know, that takes you into another level, and you take that and you mix that with your swag, and then now you got your own thing going on. So what's new now? Cause you know you now you know we didn't
Did you
tell
see
people.
my commercial that came out with Maybach?
Yeah, no, I didn't see that yet. I gotta see
Yeah,
it.
I'm like, I'd be surprised with myself. I'm like, wow. So,
You got a Maybach commercial with Benz?
That's
Did
dope.
did they give you a car?
I had it for 2
Follow up.
weeks.
What?
Yeah, I had it
I
for 2
would have
weeks.
gave it back.
I didn't want to give it back. I didn't want to give the car back. I did not want to.
You know what? You
time, keep
got,
it
I did not want to give that car
you know
back.
what we gotta do? I'm gonna say this on camera. I gotta get Des a new lawyer. Our lawyer put that did that deal and said, "Listen, when we do this commercial, we need a car."
What color
You
was
know,
it?
Right, the black series.
Supposed
yeah,
to keep that.
that's
Right.
amazing though. That's
Yeah.
even just to have that on your
Resume.
you know, on your resume moving forward, because when you do a commercial, you know, they see that, and then you get more commercials after that. Like I mean, I did my first commercial. I remember I did the NBA All-Star Weekend. All the scores.
That's fire.
Kenny Smith shout out to Kenny Smith and Shaq. They got me to do it. I put Meek Mills and
Wow.
you know, I had so many different people on that lineup for the whole week. I was under
That was
pressure.
major.
Yeah, I was under pressure. I ain't gonna lie.
But
I
you
was-
killed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
And they paid very well.
That's what I'm
You
talking
know,
about.
after
Commercials
that-
do play very, very,
Oh my
very
God,
well.
Them scores was
Very, very well.
you know, every time a score came on a commercial, that was about 125K.
Really?
Every-
So every time it.
Every time it came on.
Yeah.
So, you know, just for you have people out there that understand
The commercial ad
the
placements,
producers and the songwriters, right? If you own your copyright and they want to, you hear them songs and them commercials, just know the people that own those masters and them copyrights to them songs, they're getting paid.
Yeah.
But if you gave it up and you signed your life away, you don't own it, when you hear it, don't think you're going to get a coin, because you're not.
I agree.
But you know, that's the other side of the business. You know, syncs and licensing is That's where we at, man. That's your side of the field.
I agree, because I want to learn more about sync and licensing going into like the filming industry too.
Yeah.
Even now, so with me as a director, because I'm learning that even as a director, I get licensing like when you do like movies and commercials and things like that.
You gotta watch the Tyler Perry documentary.
I already did.
You see how you seen that the 1090 is real. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You could do a 1090 yourself.
Of course.
Because you got all the stuff to do the 1090. Mm-hmm. So if you do this, if people don't know what a 1090 is, that's 10 episodes, 90 episodes after.
Yeah.
They'll pay you.
Yeah.
So for 10 episodes you shoot, you do them on your own and you submit them. Once you submit them and they give you a deal, hey man, hey look, we like these. We want to give you $200 million. That was off the 1090. You know what I'm saying? But that's how Tyler Perry made it. That's how 50 Cent is doing it. That's where the game is going now. You know what I mean? And me and Cam was ahead of the game too, because when I was like 24, me and Cam did Killer Season. That was a big movie. We did that ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
How was that experience?
That was an amazing experience because I you know, back then, you know, when I look back at it now, like, you know, being in it, you're like, man, Cam was calling me every day. Yo, I was in Ohio at the time, but he was in New York shooting it. So he kept calling me, like, you coming to New York? Man, I'm like, man, I'll be there in 2 days, man. We shooting. I said, man, I want to come on the gun scene shooting scene. That's what I'm coming for. So Cam has set up the gun scene, and that's when I got to New York, and that's the scene that everybody remembers me from. Anton, the guy that sold the guns. You know what I mean?
God.
And that was a good experience. And then, you know, now years later, I'm like, we shot that in 2005. You know what I'm saying? All these years later.
Well, guess what? I'm coming.
Right. So I'm telling you now, you know, the Des Gray 2.0.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That's where your money sits at. Your creativity comes with, when you're a director, I think it just comes more with the more money you got, the more you can play with, the more creative you can be.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I always told people that, you know, shooting videos. Back in the day, Hype Williams was Hype Williams because he had the money to shoot those videos.
I agree.
You know what I mean? He had
But
enough
where does
money.
that money come from, though? Like
the labels,
Well, you know,
marketing.
and he's honestly correct about that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Chubbie. I'm very grateful because as a director, I went into this industry with the value of my worth as a director.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, and I'm just grateful, you know.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you the reason why, because like one of the things like I've learned from other directors is things that I won't do. You know, so that's the reason why I'm like so like I'm so proud of myself. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
Right.
You know, so it's like what you were saying right there, like you right about that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like everything in my life is like an experience.
Yeah.
You know, so like directing music videos, I love it because it's teaching me a lot about business.
Yeah.
It's teaching me how to be a creative. It's teaching me how to build relationships. It's teaching me how to build a team. You know, it's teaching me a lot of things. You know, it's teaching me my value. It's teaching me my worth. You know, but that's not my end goal. You
Right.
know, so it's like I know that I have to reinvest into myself to get to where I need to go.
That's
so
right.
you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah.
You know, so right now I'm working on my movie, my feature film.
And
I
guess
seen
what?
a short film.
I did.
I'm so interested.
An award-winning short film.
Yes.
That's right. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm about to do
And
my
the
feature
good thing
film.
about that now, right? I've been watching like a lot of movies on Tubi, so I've been looking for the
On
independent movies, right?
Hey.
Because nowadays, Tubi and Netflix are putting out independent movies, just a way of Foundation and Empire and all these record the distribution companies are putting out music.
I agree. Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like if you got the funds to shoot you a movie, yo, go and shoot it, man. Take the gamble.
Yeah,
because if
have
you
to.
hit,
It's gonna go.
man, you can't. You don't gotta look back.
Yep.
And if you got and if you got the right lawyer and got the right royalty rate and points when you drop the movie, because you know people don't understand. You see cable and you see the Jamie Foxx shows and the Martin shows, they got the max royalty rates. You know what I mean? So they got the max royalty rate, so they're making millions of dollars every year just they show airing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's good.
Martin, listen, Sylvester Stallone owns Rocky.
What?
Oh yeah.
He wrote it and produced it.
That's
Really?
beautiful.
Yeah,
He's played forever.
yeah.
Forever.
I did not know that.
So you gotta look at the Sylvester Stallone story. It's a little deep. You gotta watch that on Netflix. Sylvester
I'm
Stallone.
gonna definitely watch that.
And then you gotta watch the Arnold Schwarzenegger story.
Okay.
Them two stories right there. Those are the two guys that changed movies forever. They changed the game. Rocky by itself drove so much money for Sylvester Stallone because he wrote it, produced it, and he acted it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The main character too.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then,
So basically, find a way to be the main character.
and then he was the first guy for real to change the game with the action movies with Rambo.
Mm-hmm.
So between Rambo and Rocky, those royalty rates of just those two movies he wrote, those two characters he wrote, matter of fact, were paying for the rest of his life. So it's like, so you got to think about that tonight when you home as a director, as a visionary. You saying, what if I come up with a character? Tyler Perry came with Medea, right? Medea, they did that at the Fox and had Medea shows at the Fox Theater. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now look, at the Fox Theater, that guy went from 0 to $1 billion. Yes. But he made a character. Martin had 5, maybe 7, 8 characters. Martin had, Eddie Murphy.
A whole family.
The whole fucking
family. Like,
he did it in every way. Yeah. All those guys really mimicking what Eddie Murphy was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just doing it in different formats. You know what I'm saying? But it's just in your world, like, because directing is another art. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole art. And that's why I wanted you to come on the show so we could talk to people about art. You know what I mean? About caring about how your videos look, caring about the people that shoot your videos. You know what I mean? Caring about the direction that the picture that you're painting to show people who are you. You know what I mean? Like one of my artists, he just makes some of the best videos. Like St. John videos are just
amazing. Yeah,
amazing. It's just
he cared about his art.
He cared about his art. You know what I mean? It's just a certain look to it that when you see it, you know it's just fine wine.
I agree.
You know it's like, oh, this nigga took time.
Yeah, to be creative.
To be creative, right? And you know when you get artists like that, you know Kanye and you know Prince and you know Michael Jackson, people they just care about not just the song, but how it looks.
I agree. I agree. And honestly, like even when I was doing like the Mooney Long video Made for Me.
Yeah.
Which is a jam.
Thank you.
Jam. I love that.
Thank you. I was so excited I directed that video too.
Yeah. That's my girl,
you
man.
You did that.
She worked so hard, man. Let me tell you something. When she
does.
She came
She was
down.
part of the whole process.
Yeah.
I was so amazed and impressed.
Right before the pandemic hit, I met her, right? I didn't even know who she was. And Tricky called me in the room and said, Chubbie, I want you to meet this girl. Her name was Priscilla Renee. And I was like, what's going on? So she was like, yo, I'm working on my music as an artist. She said, well, I'm Priscilla Renee, but my new name is Money Long. And I put like 4 producers in there with her and helped her work on songs, and I was helping her work. I didn't know she was going to blow up like this. And I seen her maybe last year. and she was like, she tapped me. I didn't even know it was her. She tapped me and she's like, Chubbie, it's me, it's Money Long. I'm like, what's up, sis? She was like, I just want to tell you thank you. She was like, I was like, yeah, you know, I'm on her first EP.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know, but just working, like being in the studio, you just never know who's working in the next room from you.
I get it.
You just never know who's going to be the next whatever.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? And
you're right.
Me and her built a good relationship, and she got hits, man.
She do. She have a lot of hits. Cause like when I work with her, I was so happy because when she did hers.
Yeah.
That's the name of the song, right?
Yeah.
Ours. Yeah. When she did Ours, I remember she had sent me a DM and she said she wanted to work with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, damn, I miss out on this song because the song is a smash.
Right.
But guess what, though? I text her, I say, hey, if it's meant, we going to work.
Yeah.
So then when it happened on another smash,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's men.
Yeah, it's made
Yeah.
for you, literally. No pun intended.
Right? I was like, it's men.
So is that
So when I
normal?
was with her, she was like, it's men. I was like, right, it's
Yeah.
men.
And she's so lovable too, man.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, she's full of life.
We had so much
man.
fun on set. It was like so much fun.
Yeah,
it was
man.
so much fun.
Shout out to B Cox, man. Jermaine Dupri. You know what I mean? Like those guys.
Shout out to them. They wrote I didn't even know Jermaine Dupri and B Cox were the record. So like
Yeah.
when I was like on set and she was like, Des, you know who wrote the song? I was like, who? I almost passed out because I love Jermaine. So I was like, I'm directing a video for Jermaine Dupri. Like
Yeah.
really? Even like the other day, like I see him like was like liking some of my stuff. I was like, he know who I am.
No,
You know, it's
JD is tapped in, man. I don't know what people
JD
think.
is a man.
JD is tapped in,
he's a
man.
genius.
And he's humble, man.
He's a genius.
You know what I mean?
He's a genius.
I tell people all the time, you know, JD been not corner from day one, man. That's
Yeah,
my-
he's a
man.
genius. He's a genius. It's like writing the video for this song. I literally had 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, it's so crazy how that worked. Like my 2 #1 videos, I literally did not have no time to put them together.
Really?
There was Sexy Red, Get It Sexy. I had 6 days to direct, shoot, write,
Yeah.
and put it out.
See, we gotta show, we gotta tell
Yeah.
these people, man.
Do you feel like you work better under pressure? Like better?
It shows though.
It's not
Yeah,
even
clearly.
about working under pressure. When you are chosen to do something, you can't make no excuse. You gotta just do
You
it.
gotta do it. You gotta show
Yeah.
up.
You gotta get up. You gotta get them
Yeah.
a quick little rundown, man.
Cause like it's like okay, so honestly, when I did Made for Me video, the process
What's Made for
was
Me?
Made for Me is Money Long.
Money Long,
Yeah,
okay.
Money Long, Made for Me, #1 R&B record. You
Money
already
Long,
know.
yeah.
Made for Me. Yes. Where have you been, twin? Okay.
You hear this, man? This
Okay,
girl,
So
this girl, 7 years ago now, she was looking for work. 7 years later, she is the work.
you know, for real. So with her treatment, literally, like we made so much changes to the treatments. But the so incredible thing about it is, I gotta give shout out to Trinidad James because he and
My boy
I
Eric.
was talking. Trinidad is amazing. Trinidad was like, "Hey, Des, I got this idea of a robot that I want to do for money. Like, I want to work on this video, and I want you to do it. I want you to direct it." And I was like, "Okay." So
Yeah.
so when I was listening to the song and thinking of a robot, it was just so easy for me to write the concept.
Yeah.
Because it's like made for me. So
Yeah.
I was like, he wants to do a robot made for me. What can I do? I just kept playing the song, but it's like how they wrote the record, it just painted the picture so easy for me.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have her be a scientist because everything is about black tech. You know, black tech is the new.
It's the new thing
it's
right
the
now.
new thing. Like
Yeah.
black is the new tech, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I wanted to bring that into the community, and I wanted her to be, you know, a black woman in tech, and she have a boyfriend, and he's also in tech, and just like show them like, you know, living like in a regular neighborhood, they're in a basement, you know, like creating this robot, and it's like as the story like unfold, she find out that he was lying to her. The only thing that was keeping them together was this robot. You know, them building this robot together.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So she was like, you know what? Since you lied to me and I see that you got a whole family, I'm about to go get your body part and I'm about to make you a robot that is made for me in a version of you.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, yeah.
I like that.
You like that?
Real
I was
bad.
like,
It's
I'm
like
like,
the
girls
step
about to start making them a
wise.
robot. Yeah. So I wanted to make that, but make it for women. Like, girl, go make you a robot. Go
Yeah.
make you a man. Just
Make you another one.
Go get some of his parts. Just when you look at him, go make you a
Yeah.
robot.
That's hard.
Bring that
Yeah.
back.
I like that idea.
Yeah. So like I was so happy. Like even when the video did so well, like the video is doing well. I think the video might be at like 30 million views.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
been like
hit.
a month and a half.
Because it's
The-
dope. It's creative.
The good
Yeah.
thing about it is now for you, right? You gotta get in front of the hit now. She like, you know, certain videos that you knew was you know, Hype Williams or Little X.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that Des Gray name is getting up there now. You know what I mean? So now you gotta get your name in front of the hits. And when I say that, you know, now it's time for you to get a PR.
Mm-hmm. I have a PR.
Yeah, well, it's time for them to spread your name out there and let people know that you did that record. Why is it so catchy and people know? Because then you never know. Janet Jackson may be like, you know, who did that? Oh, Des Gray did that. call her. You just never know who the phone gonna ring from when it's the next time for you to do something. You know what I mean? Because the work is just so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was just telling my production guy, Jake. I was telling Jake, I was like, yeah, you know, she shot the Call of Duty type video for Chubbie Red.
Oh, I forgot that video.
Yeah, I was telling him that. I was like, that shit was hard. Yeah,
I was looking at my work. I was like, yo, like I'm a beast. I'd be amazed with myself. I'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah, you putting the work in, man. And when you working, you don't
I love it.
You don't pay attention to what you did for that long because you off to the next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes we gotta have our team intact to let people know what you've done and what's gonna stand out. You know what I mean? The most, because you actually right now in this time and era, for you to be able to, you know, sustain and be relevant in the music business and doing videos, that's the hardest shit to do right now because all these kids is just shooting their own videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I love that. You just gave me a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah, man.
And when I do it, I'm gonna post it and I'm gonna put at you. So stay tuned. You just gave me a brilliant idea and I'm gonna do it.
You know, I'm always here to help you.
I appreciate that. No, listen. Let me tell you something. One thing about me, like when somebody teach me, I'm gonna listen.
Yeah, man. Man.
I'm always listening.
We always here to each one teach one,
correct.
Man. And you know, I believe in you like the way you believe in me. So it's like when I see it, I just like, yo, you know. I was like, you know what? I gotta let people see Dez in this light, so they get understand. Maybe off the show when Tariq and Cricket them cut this joint up, and we got the right clips, and we post them out, and you know these joints get a lot of views. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And a lot of executives are watching this stuff, right? Maybe they be like, well, I'm gonna call Dez. All right, well, I want him to probably shoot a video from artists. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
You just never know.
You never know, and you absolutely right about that. Like even like be getting an opportunity to even shoot for international artists, you know, because I also work with David O. I work with Tiwa Savage. Yeah. You know, so I work with international artists too.
I like them.
So like just even getting an opportunity to just, you know, it's just such a blessing. It's such a blessing.
Right.
I have some amazing things that's like I'm working on. It's just things that I see for myself, you know? And then also I own a studio now too in Atlanta. It's called Collab Studios.
Wow. Congratulations, see?
Yeah, so I own a studio in Atlanta, Collab Studio.
And
my partner is Monster Energy, so I'm backed up by Monster.
Oh, that's crazy.
Lit. That's so lit.
So you hear first.
And Instagram and Snapchat.
So we had no problem getting a sponsorship from Monster.
Yeah, I just did something for them at the studio last week, Saturday. Like I had the whole headquarters down here.
Oh yeah, you gotta get Monster to sponsor.
It was amazing.
Sponsor RLive.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Seriously, let's talk about it. Yeah, for sure. Cause like my studio is their headquarters in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We powered by we sponsored by Rap Snacks right now.
Okay. Yeah, I do business with Rap Snacks too. Yeah. So it's just a blessing. You know, one thing though, I'm gonna tell you something. As being a director, I'm learning, and I've learned from my peers. Like I always say myself, like I'm just not a director. I am a businesswoman. Right. You know, so I just look at directing as like the first step. Yeah. You know, so like I have to make sure the first step is the right step, so then it can go a part of the rest of the steps, so the steps can continue to build. Exactly. Because if like one of the steps is not built the right way, it's like you can fall. You know, so it's like I always make sure like even if I messed up on the first step, I go back and like make sure I fix it, like, you know, and then continue to build, because it's like directing to me is like the first step of my life. But where I see myself going, these steps is gonna be higher. So I gotta, you know. Yeah.
So I got a question for you. What makes you believe in that artist that you about to shoot a video for? Like I know you just don't take any money to shoot any video.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean? So what's that thing about that new artist that does great? So you know what? Because what you do also helps them blow up
I agree. I create. So one thing about me as a director, and it's like going back, because the other day, right, I'm supposed to be getting accepted for this award in New York, and I was like, why are they giving me an award? And then my friend was like, girl, like, you don't see all the great things you have done? I was like, yeah, it's okay. You know?
Yeah.
As I'm grateful. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, a part of me is like, man. So going back to like artists, it made me realize that I like helping people.
Right.
So it's like I like helping artists. I like seeing them smile. Like the reason why my visuals are so different is because like I listen to artists' music and I see how can I help create this artist's image within this video.
Right.
You know, so like that's what I do with my videos. I create the image within this video.
Right.
You know, so it's like with artists, the reason why I don't work with every artist is because it's like if I'm gonna be taking my time to create your image within my visual, my vision, you know, like you and I gotta be on the same alignment. You know, I gotta see that you really want it because what I'm gonna give you is going to help your brand. So I'm helping you and giving you something that you've been looking for, but you gotta make sure like you be a part of it, and that's why like working with Money Long was so important. Working even Sexy Red is a new artist.
Yes.
You know, like I work with her, and I love working with her.
Yeah, she's very talented.
Love working with her. Not outside of her being talented, she's extremely creative. She works hard, and she's involved.
Yeah.
You know, she's involved. Like when I was doing all her videos, I've shot for her. I've shot like 4 videos for her so far, right?
Yeah.
And when I tell you each and every last one of them, she's extremely involved from the beginning of the creative. Forget the beginning of the beginning of the creative, the pre-production, which is like when you start planning out what you want and everything, and then she's a part of the production, and then she's a part of the post-production. So she's a part of every level of productions, and I was so impressed with that. I'm like, girl, I'm impressed. And you know what's so impressive about it? She got her kids with her while she doing it. I'd be like, people need to see this. Yeah. People need to see this. Like, listen, when we was coming, like, it's so amazing because when we was on FaceTime doing, like, Get It Sexy, talking about the concept, she had her little baby in her arm, and then the other one was, like, running somewhere, and she's like, girl, and keep talking to me, and I was like, I love this. Like, I love this. Like, things like that, like, it inspires me.
She's straight from the hood.
Yeah, straight from the hood. So it's like, but artists, like, you gotta inspire me, too. Like, you know, when somebody inspire me as a director, as a creative, it's like...
that gives you more...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
important.
That's my whole point. I was just trying to say because some of these artists, they don't know the value of real videos. At all.
You
know what I mean? But the artists that understand that, those are the ones that go far.
I agree. You know, because running gun can only take you so far. No disrespect to the directors and videographers that shoot running guns, because I think they are amazing. Right? Yeah. Everybody got their own style.
Yeah.
So even like when artists, like if I get a job as a director and it's like a running gun style video, like I will hire the team that I know that does that. I will give it to another person. You know. And then like sometimes I'll just give them my treatment. I'll be like, hey, just shoot it like this. Do it running gun, but do it like this.
Yeah.
What is running gun?
I'm over here stuck.
What's running gun?
Yes.
To me, please, y'all don't keep listen, y'all. For those out there that do those type of videos, don't be mad at me. Okay, don't be mad at me. But running gun videos, to me, running gun videos to me.
Okay.
Running guns videos to me is like videos that don't have no creative process to it. It's just like, okay, like, it's just like quick. It's like pull up and shoot. Pull up and shoot.
I know it's a couple.
Yeah, pull up and shoot.
Okay.
You know, sometimes, like, you know, you miss out some shots, you know, the light be off, and, you know, like, you just gonna bless it in edits. That's where the edits come in and be like fast. Mm-hmm. It's like
little fireworks.
Yeah, like you know, put all the fast edits. So it's like it throw your eyes off, so it's like you'll see all the flaws.
Yeah. So you just bop into it. Yeah.
There we go.
That's what running gun means.
Yeah, don't kill me.
I like that though.
Don't kill me. But me, I'm a director. You know, so like me as a director, like when I listen to artists' music, I process like the emotions of it. I process like, how can I make this visual be pleasing to the audience? You know, because it's like me, it's like the thing that I love about owning this studio, like my studio is designed differently from every studio. My studio is for the younger generation, influencers. You know, so it's like me being a creative, I want to be around young people so I can understand like what grabbed their attention in 3 seconds.
See, your podcast over there
we gonna do our podcast at your studio.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so like things like that, like. So it's like when I'm creating visuals, I'm like, okay, what can I grab in this song that can go viral? That's why all my videos been going viral. Because
That's key.
I'll create moments within the video that's gonna go viral. Mm-hmm. So like even when I did Rollo Rodriguez with Lil Meech, who this for?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I told him, I said, hey, say who this for? Just like say it like that. And he like, I said, just say it. And he was like, who this for? I said, that's it.
Yeah.
And then, but it went viral because I made him sound so proper because like people wouldn't expect that, you know? So it's like, even like, you know, with Sexy, like for her video, like I had, it's crazy. You watch the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like even like moments, I had like a lot of moments. I was like, yo, if we're gonna do an early 2000 video, we're gonna have the biggest moments in this video. You know, so when I told her team, they was like, you think it's so big? I was like, it's gonna be number one. I said, can we do it number one? It was like, let's go number one. So they gave me everything that I wanted. So when the video went number one, they was like, Des, you said it was gonna go number one. It's number one. I was like, I told y'all.
Yeah.
I said, if I'm not gonna sleep for six days a week, you know, at least let me make the vision come true.
Right.
So are you giving the budget first before you like start your creative juices flowing?
So it's all about the relationships. You know, like with Sexy Red, I was able to gain that relationship with her team because every videos that I was dropping on her, it was hitting. Every videos, right? So it's like she was doing the run and gun videos, which was great.
Yeah.
But my videos was sticking. Yeah. So they're like, you know what? We like your formula. And we like that you talk to her. You know, we love working with you, the team. Like, you know, like, what do you want to do? The last video, we going to turn you up. I said, okay. In the last video, they kept their word to me, and they gave me the budget.
Hey.
They gave me my biggest budget ever to shoot a video.
Shout out to my man Stan.
And we shot a video in Atlanta. No, we shot the video in LA, Miami. We shot the video like 4 days. Like we was just like, and then we went to Rolling Out. I was like going everywhere, like my whole team, like, and it's like they gave me whatever I wanted. And I was like, wow, I'm so blessed. I was like, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. And it was like, no, Des, thank you because you said if we give you whatever you want, you're going to give us this video in 6 days. And you kept your word. You give us the video in 6 days. I give it to them. And it's like, when I tell you guys, like, budget was not an option. Like, they just was like, whatever you want, go do it. It was like the best experience of my life.
Do you sit back and say to yourself, Dad, look how far I made it?
You know what? It hit me today.
Yeah?
Yeah, it hit me today.
Really?
It hit me today because I was like, earlier today I was at my studio, right? And then I was at my studio earlier and I had went on Instagram because I had posted a commercial for Maybach.
Yeah.
And the president of Monster, you know, he called me and he was like, I'm so proud of you. I was like, why? He was like, you just keep killing shit. You know, so like, anyway, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know.
I'm proud of you.
But honestly, like, it's the simple fact, like, you know, being a woman doing this is hard.
That's right.
Being a woman is hard. It's hard, Chubbie. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's so hard. Doing this as like a woman, as a creative, as a director, it is so hard. So like to me, like anybody that want to be a director, like even anything for a woman.
Yeah.
You know, like in the beginning when I started off, I was very emotional when I started doing this.
Right.
I was so emotional. I was holding everything on my sleeve. Everything was so personal.
Every little thing, man.
Everything was so personal, and I hated myself too at the same time. So it's like, you know, I just didn't understand who I was. So it's like, as I continue to like work on myself from the inside, it's like all my visions started to come to life. Right. And it's like, everybody that I thought that wouldn't give me a chance had their door wide open for me.
That's right.
You know, so it's like, going back to Monster, them taking a chance on me, being a black woman. Yeah. You know, even doing their launching of their new product that they just launched in all the stores, they chose me to launch it for them. That's dope. You know, it was such an honor. Like, even like them like doing a collaboration with my studio on their Instagram page. They got 9 million followers, and I'm talking about like they love me. They're like, Des, whatever you want to do, we're gonna sponsor you. Right. You know, so it's like just like looking at things like that, it's a blessing. Like, you know, so like being a director is just not about directing. Right. You know, being a director, like I say, is setting up a foundation. So like with your show, what I like about your show, because you're going back to being a creative, even with artists, like with artists, I be feeling like they don't have, creatives don't have no exit strategies. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. And I feel like that's some of the things like I love that you bring people on the show, because it's like now to me as a director, I'm thinking about my exit strategy. Right. That's why when you said earlier what you said, you was like, man, I want to go to, you know, by the beach, by the boat, and I'm gonna retire. Yeah. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I want that too. Right. I want that too. And you were creative. Yeah. So I'm like, so I'm over here looking at you. I'm so inspired. I'm like, he by this age, okay. he about to do this. Okay, well, I need to be working. So I'm over here being interviewed by you, but I'm over here running my clock in my head like, oh, I gotta catch up because when I'm by his age, I want to retire by the beach by the water too.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like being a creative, you gotta know business. Going back to what I was saying, you gotta know business because you know your business. That's why you can retire with some money.
That's right. One thing I learned from Polo told me, he said, don't never sell your catalog. If you sell your catalog, then you won't be able to live.
Mm.
And look, this is crazy. It's just today, right? You know, I pay a bunch of IRS bills. I got stuff going on. I'm like, we everyday life. You got to pay bills, right?
Of course.
So I pay bills. Like, damn, man, motherfucker, got to pay the damn IRS. So I paid them off this week. I paid them top of the week, right? And I'm like, something was just like, check your publishing account. I checked my publishing account. $24,000 just popped up in there.
Look at that.
And I was like, man, I just love my life.
Okay.
My God, so
No,
good.
for real.
Because I wasn't thinking about that, right? And I was like, so I could just give that to my daughter and my wife for that's their money for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She get out of school next month, so it's like, here, boom, I'm in the clear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how you gotta look at stuff like that. But that's what the publishers stuff do. And we still making, this been probably my slowest year in my career because I've been trying to, do other stuff and have other stuff going on. But I still on the Chris album, still St. John's coming out this year. So, and I just got a Chris Brown.
I want to shoot a video for St. John.
But yeah, I gotta get you in here. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna FaceTime him when we get off the show.
Okay.
We're gonna talk to him, tell him. Hey,
Cause Simone.
He's
Simone
Actually in Simone's house. He's in Miami. He's in Miami right now.
Mm.
Yep. So that'll be a good thing, man. So yeah, man. So I'm glad that you told the people, because now when they see you, they know Step came up before you just come to Des Gray. She's not your average director.
I am not, and I am not trying to be on no bougie. I'm not a bougie person, y'all. I swear I'm not bougie.
The most
You can be
humblest,
selective, though.
I'm very
sweetest
selective.
person,
Yeah.
but in this business, if you ain't selective, I just told them that when we was in the lounge, they said, hey, why you ain't signing this? I said, every artist ain't for me.
I agree.
I'm like, yo, Nicki Minaj was recorded in my basement in my studio house. Beat Me Up Scotty was my engineer. I didn't gravitate to Nicki. So she wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's okay.
You know what I mean? Hey, guess what? She was more cool with my cousin than me. I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? I just put her in the studio. Let her work. That's it. That's all I could do. I did nothing else.
You did your part.
I did my part. Guess what? I'm not out here like, man, Nicki, show me nothing. Because I didn't engage with the helper.
Yeah.
You know, like I help all these other artists that I was, helping. You know what I mean? And I help artists, and like look at Chubbie Ray. When I see you do that with Chubbie, I'm like, shit, I moved him down here. You know what I mean? He stayed in my apartment with my best friend. You know what I mean? I put him with Cody Shane. I guided him I didn't want him to get in trouble in Ohio. So to see where he's at now, it's just it's great to see it happen. We saved a life. We changed a life. You know what I mean? And that's what the music business is about. That's what all this is about. Changing people's situations around. In this situation here, in the business, man, we're here to change lives. And that's the only thing I could do is help people try to change their life. And if I did it, if you wasn't a songwriter before and I turned you to a songwriter, I changed your life. If you was a producer that never had a placement before and I got you some placements, I changed your life. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And that's it, giving people opportunities and, watching them go to the next level. To see you where you at now, for me, is like, well, I was right. I was like, yo, Dez is dope. I could go back to my text and I could show people like, yo, get Dez. Yo, Dez is dope. Even when you shot that video for me for my new artist, Janor.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit was dope, man. You've been in my corner too, and I gotta say this.
You my brother.
brother and sister, and I'm so happy that the stronger you get, the bigger you get, the bigger we get.
You absolutely right about that.
Because that's what I could go do now. When I'm in over here somewhere, I could go and get more money.
I agree.
Because I know where the money's at.
Correct, you do. Bring some of that over here.
Yeah, so we just, the ill thing is, me and Saint in London, we just did a Gatorade commercial maybe like 8 months ago.
Oh, that's hard. That's tough.
That was very fun.
That was tough, yeah.
Yeah, that probably was like one of my funnest joints that I've done. But even with Joel's, we did like the NBA the Nike commercial, and Joel's was rapping on a song. Remember that back in the day? Yeah, and that was big too. That was something real iconic. But we shifting into that. TV's where it's at. Commercials is where it's at.
Definitely.
And you're ahead of the game already because you're already doing that. So you control the narrative. So you gotta knock down some more doors so you can bring us through it more.
And guess what? We're gonna do that.
We're gonna do it, man.
We already doing it.
Yeah, you said it, so we know what's
Yeah, we already doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna have the #1 movie.
Absolutely.
I want to know about mixed
The #1 feature film is coming.
We're gonna talk this into existence.
My next 3 movies gonna be #1.
Tell them what's the movie coming out right now.
The movie that's I'm about to work on next.
Yeah, tell them right now.
So the movie I'm shooting next, I can't tell you the title.
Okay.
It's a secret, right? You just gonna have to stay tuned. But I do have a movie that's out. It's my short film. It's called Mixed Girl, and it's on Revolt. It's on Bread Gang TV. It's
I'm posting that tonight. Mixed Girl for y'all to go check.
Correct.
The link will be in my bio, and I will post it for my sister.
Yes,
I want y'all to go and check that shit out.
Thank you. Because I have somebody that's incredible in the movie too. DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
Girl, she was in the movie. She passed away. Jackie O.
Oh yeah.
She was in my movie also. So yeah. Mixed Girl is my short film.
I'm getting back in my acting bag too.
You gotta watch Mixed Girl. Then you gonna see how I'm coming.
How did you come up with the concept for the movie?
Mixed Girl. Mm-hmm. So Mixed Girl, I wanted to do something different. Like as a director, when I'm leading into movies, like my thought process as a director, like I love Spike Lee.
Love.
Yeah, Spike Lee's amazing, and I feel like John Singleton is amazing also.
Yes.
And I love Ava DuVernay as a black woman as a creative.
Yes.
So it's like I like all of them together, and then I add like my twisted mind, like Jordan Peele, like he's so twisted in the head with his gun. So it's like that's my stories in all. It's like I mix all of them together and I create Des Gray because it's like my mind be like.
That name just sounds like money. You know that.
Des Gray for sure.
That name sounds like you already got 20
I'm so
million.
excited about people seeing my movies when they about to start.
I can't wait, man.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be so crazy.
Matter of fact, we've been talking, and I'm gonna tell you off air what's going on, but. We about to do some crazy. Nice.
I'm
about to bring back some shit.
Nice. I can't wait.
They're gonna be asking about this one.
I cannot wait. So going back to it, Mixed Girl. It's about a girl. She's from a biracial family. Her mother is white, and her brother is white, and her mother is black, and her father. No, her father is black and her mother is white, but her brother is white. What I wanted to do is I wanted to create a story showing what really goes on in a mixed household. So you had this family, you had this white girl, you had this black girl, and then you had this white mother, and you had this white brother, and you had this white neighborhood. Everything is white, and she's the only one that's different. So I wanted to show like what a mixed girl go through when she's living in that society and nothing else around her that looks like her, but everything else around her looks different and everybody treats her differently. And then I also wanted to bring the black man, which is the father, being the black man that got the mother pregnant, right? How like in society they're trying to make it seem like a black man is not a good father, a beat dad, so I wanted to show that he didn't know that he had got a woman pregnant, but when he found out that he had a baby, he wanted to take that responsibility. He wanted to be there. He wanted to show her a different light. But I also wanted to show, a brother that have been there for his mixed sister, you know, because she's different. You know, she got the curly hair. She looks different. So he's being bullied. You know, she's being bullied. You know, so I wanted to show the dynamic of this different type of relationship between a brother and sister from two different worldview. And then another thing that I wanted to also bring to people's attention about the story. So it's like now you have this white boy that care for his sister. That's a mixed child that get bullies together. And then you got this black man that came from nowhere that didn't know that he had got this woman pregnant, and he came into the picture. And then you got this white boy being mad at this black man because it's like, you taking something away from me, which is my sister that I've been protecting. Who is you now? Because you this black man, so you want her to be in this life. So then he become hateful because this black man want to be in his daughter's life. So he takes the daughter like, hey, I got a better life. So I wanted to show the black man is more established in the white family. So I basically just reversed everything around in a movie. And then so it's like the brother, he got mad because he felt like when the father got the sister, he's like, why can't I come too? And he's like, I'm not responsible for you. And he said, well, that's my sister, you know. So he became very hateful. So then I put the viewpoint from a white boy being not racist because he got a mixed sister. He understood what she was going through because he was living that moment. Until, you know, to the point that he's feeling like she turned her back on him because she went with her father. So now it's you gotta watch the movie.
I can't wait. Yeah,
it's so deep. It's so deep in so many different angles. And then I wanted to show, like, you know, also white women. A lot of white women, like, you know, they you know how they move. You know, I wanted to show that dynamic of that, and I also wanted to show like grandparents, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, like, do you really approve your daughter having a baby with a black man?
Yeah.
You know, like, how do you really treat your grandkids in the background?
Right.
You know, so I wanted to show that. So that's what the movie is showing, the truth of a mixed girl.
We definitely gonna watch that.
Yeah, I'm watching that tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
And it's also on Tubi too.
Text me the
I'm
link.
curious. That'll be my first Tubi movie I
Text me the
watch.
link. So I can watch it.
Yeah, it's on Tubi. It's amazing. It's
Yeah,
my first
man.
movie, and it's an award-winning short film.
Yes.
It won the Los Angeles Film Festival.
Congratulations,
Thank you
man.
for Best Social Impact.
Des, you out here doing,
I can't wait till the next movie.
Hey,
so I'm
listen, Des
excited.
Gray out here killing shit, man. I don't know what the fuck y'all think stuff, man.
Thank you. I
You know what I mean?
that.
So before we log out, man, you know, this was amazing. I love
I
this
enjoy
shit.
talking to you.
Yeah, this is great.
Good
this
energy.
was great. So we wanted. This is a question that we ask all our guests on the show.
Okay.
Tell the camera right there.
Okay.
What's your A&R process when it comes to you directing an artist?
Okay. So my A&R process when it comes to me directing an artist, first thing first, you know, as an A&R, you know, you got to get to know the artist's personality.
That's right.
You know, because that's how you're going to be able to create the sound.
That's right.
You know, that's how you're going to be able to partner the artist with the right engineer, with the right producer, with the right songwriters. So
Right.
to me, as like a director, I'm like an A&R director because I have to be a part of the process of once the music is created with these amazing people, now you got to come to me. So now I got to be able to create the vision with the rest of the team so we can make it happen, so we can package it. Because an A&R job is to make sure you package the product and you bring it out to the massive.
That's right.
So me as a director, my job is to take the product from the A&R and make me be the A&R director so I could take the product now and make sure I create the vision and put the sauce and whip it real good. And then, you know, we're going to add it up and upload it to YouTube and upload it to all the digital platforms and then make it go number one. That's
Period.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Can't
be
forget
number
the
one.
number one.
Okay, and make
It's
it
gonna be number
So
one.
yeah, so that did I answer your question?
That's right.
Okay, yeah, that's right, director. That's great. You know how it goes.
Absolutely.
That was it right there, man. Hey, man, that was Des Gray, and this is Chubbie Baby. This is A&R Live, man, and we gonna call this right here the director's cut.
The director's cut
You know what I'm saying?
with Des Gray
With Des Gray,
and Chubbie Baby
you dig.
All right.
And my two co-hosts,
and the
this
two
time,
beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
Chrissy and
Shelby.
yeah, you dig. Let's go.
Thank you so much for having me.
Come on, you know it, man.